Hello, this is Roland. Welcome. Today I want to talk about something very important. I want to talk about the topic of forgiveness and why it's so important that we forgive our parents. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Today we're once again being joined by Mr. Bear, and Mr. Bear is here to, he wanted me to make this little recording because he knows that a lot of people have resented their parents. See, when we were little children, we we expected our parents to be like a prince, our father to be a prince and our mother to be a princess. And we found out they had feet of clay. A lot of times they were impatient. They weren't there for us. Our father wasn't there for us. Our mom, maybe she had issues. She was sick all the time. She resented your dad. She had moody spells. She became depressed. She became angry. She maybe hit you. See? Your father was frustrated with your mom. Maybe he went off to the bar, or there was a divorce. See? Or there was a marriage where there was a lot of silence and resenting each other and so on. Or they stayed together. You didn't really know anything was wrong until then you went off to college or something, and all of a sudden they said they're getting a divorce. See? And so we resent our parents. We resent them. And we feel guilty. No child wants to resent his mom or his dad. So we feel guilty because resentment is wrong. So here's what I would like to share with you. And Mr. Bear said that I should make this video because it's really important. First of all, you must, here in the Bible it says to honor your parents, honor your father and mother. Okay, what does that mean? What it means is don't resent them. Okay? Don't resent if your dad was not so good or he was bad. Okay? It's okay to see that he was bad. It's okay to see that he wasn't there for you. Okay? Just don't hate him. Don't resent him. See? In other words, you can honor fatherhood. You can honor the station of fatherhood. It's just like there could be a judge. Maybe one judge is not a good judge. Okay? But you can still honor the station of judge. You see what I mean? Maybe one policeman is not a nice policeman, but you can still respect policemen. You see what I mean? That type of thing. So the other thing is I said the word respect. I should have said the word honor. Okay? You don't have to honor what's not honorable. Okay? You don't have to respect what is not respectable. So if your dad was not respectable, you don't have to respect him. Just don't hate him. Don't resent him. That's the secret. Same with your mom. Don't resent your mom. Okay? Your mom had issues. She said things she shouldn't have said to you. She was cruel or she rejected you. Okay? It's okay to see all of that. Just don't resent her. In other words, drop the resentment. Drop the hatred. Drop the judgment. That's the secret. Okay? Now the other thing you need to know is that your parents were driven. Something was operating through them. In the Garden of Eden, Adam made a mistake. And what had been on the outside, see, talking through Eve, but on the outside, got on the inside. And ever since there's been something in human beings, a nature of pride, see, of meanness, see, that gets inside, and it controls a lot of people. It won't let them be sweet. It won't let them be patient. It won't let them be kind. It drives them to do all the wrong things and say all the wrong things and get everything backwards. Okay? So, like I've said before, you may never have known your real father or your real mother. There may have been something, if they were not good, see, then there may have been something operating through them, and they themselves were possessed. They weren't themselves. They weren't in control. They were out of control. See? So forgive them. Okay? They weren't being deliberately cruel. They couldn't help themselves. All right? And if your parents were decent, that's good. If your dad was a decent fellow and your mom was decent, they were, basically nice people, but still they failed in some ways. Don't resent them. Don't hate them. Okay? It'll help when you've walked a mile in their moccasins. When you get into your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and then you have children, you find yourself doing to your children just what they did to you, screaming at your kids the way your parents screamed at you, then you'll you'll suddenly realize that they weren't doing it on purpose. Oh yes, Mr. Bear said I should add one more thing, and that is that you can, by not resenting your parents or by dropping the resentment, dropping the judgment, okay, then you will be free to be a good parent yourself. You won't have to pass on the legacy. If you don't hate your parents, you won't be forced to pass on the legacy. You'll be able to be a good parent, good husband, good wife. Okay? All right, well, Mr. Bear says I must make an end to this recording now. And um, so I've got a lot of resources at commonsensecounseling.org, so please check out the resources. And I have some nice meditations there and some good books on relationships and parenting. So we'll see you later.